Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here with Jay Stein, who's CEO of Dream Hotel Group, and we're here in the Dream Midtown on the rooftop bar, and we're going to get an update on what's going on with Dream Hotel Group and all of its brands. And this is Insider Travel Report. Now, Jay, we've spoken before, and it just seems you guys keep growing and adding more and more hotels, and you got all these great brands. But just give our viewers, just remind them what Dream Hotel Group is, if you could.
Well, thanks, and thanks for coming, James. So Dream Hotel Group, we're consisting of now 5 brands. Originally it was the Chatwall, our 5-star luxury brand. Dream, our upper upscale, high energy nightlife, a large food and beverage, volumes of food and beverage brand, and then the Time Hotel, also in the upper upscale category, doesn't need to have as much vibrant food and beverage as Dream brand does. Inscripted has been kind of our 4-star upscale brand that works great in urban markets like New York, and also in secondary locations. We opened the first one in Durham, North Carolina. And just this year, we're going to be introducing the By Dream Hotel Group, which will be our soft brand for our lifestyle type of hotels.
Now, let's talk individually about what each of these brands is doing. I know most of the activity these days does seem to be with Dream, right? So tell us a little bit about what's recently been open and what's to come for the Dream Group.
Great. So the Dream Nashville opened about 6 months ago. And we celebrated a huge industry Halloween party last night at the Dream Nashville. Hotel's doing fantastic. 7 food and beverage venues there, including a live music venue being in Nashville, Tennessee. We opened up the Dream Hollywood a little over 2 years ago. And we've been signing a lot of new Dream properties, as you mentioned. Dream Dallas, Dream Palm Springs, Dream Valle de Guadalupe in Mexico, the Dream in Atlanta was signed, Doha's under construction, and I may be missing 1 or 2 more.
Yeah, I know, it's hard to keep on track of it. But you are starting to go more international with the Dream brand as well, right?
Yes, both domestically here in North America and looking at international opportunities as well.
And then you had this offshoot with By Dream, which is going to be more your sort of more of a 3-4 star.
Yeah, up in the 4-star level for sure, and but a soft brand. So it would be the James by Dream Hotel Group.
Right. Now talk a little bit about Inscripted, and you mentioned some of the properties that you're doing there. How many properties are in the Inscripted brand now?
So we've got one that's open at the moment, and we've been signing deals in Belize in Central America. We have one going up in Tulum in Mexico, and other signed deals in Belgium.
That's the big one, yeah, Belgium, right?
Yeah, it's an eco resort.
That's a different kind of thing for you, right?
It is. We are working with the Prince of Belgium, who's Edward de Ligne, who's got about 700 acres that have been in the family for about 600 years. And they met with us, wanted to do a great eco resort. And we've been working with them for about a year now. Property should open towards the end of next year.
Wow, that's exciting. Because in Belgium, I don't think this is what will that be your first European property or not?
It'll be the first one that we open, correct.
Now, talk a little bit about Time, which, I know some of the times around here. There's a Time not too far from me up in Nyack, but there are other Times around. How many hotels do you have in the Time brand?
Yeah, so the Time is just 2 that's open at the moment, and we're still looking at opportunities for that brand. That one's been growing a little slower than the other ones. Again, most of our developers are looking at the Dream brand when they're looking at, that type of property and trying to see if they have enough public space to do the Dream. But the Time we're still growing.
And then I wanted to save sort of the best and the most luxurious for last, the Chatwall, which remains probably I always tell people it's my favorite luxury hotel in New York because I was there when it opened years ago, and you've kept it up. Your new GM is great. He's a good friend of mine, and I really enjoy that property. And now you're finally expanding that brand. Talk a little bit about how that expansion is going.
Yeah, and that's hard. The 5-star luxury is a tough market to crack, and tough to make those profitable also in some of the smaller ones that we're doing. But we've got owners interested in it. They are, as you mentioned, the one we have is a great version. So we're partnering with 2 groups in Mexico, one in San Miguel Allende, a phenomenal location right north of Mexico City. And that'll be part of a residential community, a gated type community, hotel component, and a great event center involved there as well. The one in Valle de Guadalupe, that's kind of the Napa Valley of Mexico, also will be in conjunction with a series of private homes that are built around the resort.
Yeah, and you also have one, interesting enough, upstate New York, too.
Which also is in conjunction with a gated community called Chapin Estates up in Bethel, New York. And there's
Right near Woodstock, right?
well, where Woodstock took place, yes. We just celebrated the 50th anniversary. And that whole area is going through a great upsurge. So we're still working on when we'll actually do the launch. It's a small number of rooms, but it's a very high-end property, and the build-out will be individual luxury cottages around the lake that the resort is situated on.
Well, what's the overall strategy for Dream Hotel Group with all these different brands? Dream obviously is your largest brand. You got these other brands in different niche categories, but what is your overall goal?
You know, our goal is to keep building great lifestyle hotels in markets that where they make sense. And you know, we don't really have a set number of hotels that we're trying to reach. We've been signing about a deal a month, sometimes even more than that. Right this year, we're looking at some great opportunities in Boston is getting very close, Turks and Caicos, Cleveland, Detroit, Las Vegas.
Yeah, Detroit's coming back, right?
Oh, Detroit's a great market. I've been spending a bunch of time there lately. And just 2 days ago, I was looking at a site out in Pasadena in California. So there's a lot of growth going on. Like I said, about one a month we're signing, so exciting.
No, it sounds exciting, and I've stayed at many of your properties over time, Chatwall and a lot of the Dreams over time. Specifically, I know I've been the ones in New York a few times. It really is an exciting time for you. And please say hello to Mr. Chatwall. We had an interview with him a few years ago, and it actually proved to be one of our most popular interviews, believe it or not. It was just interesting. I think a lot of people wanted to hear what he had to say, right?
Yeah, that's the boss. I've been working with him over 26 years. So.
Wow.
And I think I may have forgot to mention Memphis. I'm not sure I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, but Memphis, it's hard to remember all that. So we're in downtown Memphis.
It is, right off of Beale Street, about a block away.
That's a dream, right?
That's a dream, very exciting. And that's all part of our strategy now that that we have the great dream properties on the coast to start to fill in a little bit in middle America where there are opportunities in great American cities like Nashville. We're hopefully going to sign in Austin fairly soon. We're looking at Charlotte, we're looking at Asheville. So we see great opportunities for lifestyle brands in the middle of the country, not just on the coast.
Anything else you want to tell our viewers? We're going out to about 97,000 travel advisors out there. Anything else you want to tell them?
No, the industry is really exciting. You know, our type of core guest just loves the things that we do. You know, we're focused on not only the hotel guests, but very much the communities that we're in. And as you know, our food and beverage is really aimed at the communities. So that, to me, is what the industry always was back when I was a young man and would go see the great hotels in New York and saw so much energy. And we seem to have gotten away from that when I first got in the industry in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. It just didn't seem like it had that buzz of bringing in locals. And, you know, thanks to guys like Ian Schrager that really understood where the industry should be moving to. I think we're in a much better place these days globally with what hotels are doing and the type of products they're putting out. So exciting time.
And indeed, with Dream, you're doing exactly that. This whole move to local and boutique and everything else experiential in the communities. Jay, it's great to see you again. Congratulations on the growth of Dream Hotel Group, and we'll be hopefully interview you more the next time you do a big opening.
Thanks, James. Appreciate it.
I'm James Schillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.